Alright, so we're gonna play some Akiba Strip tonight. Just for the hell of it. We got new emails. Oh, there's more. Okay. Let's see. Main Street Southwest. I think I have to go there alone, though.
All right.
Oh, new flyer. Yeah, come here alone. That's alright.
Let's go.
Yes.
Give me that! I'll take that.
It's over.
Okay.
Oh, not the copper.
Hey now! Let's go. Give me that! Stop! Hey!
It's over. Nighty night. What? Nighty night.
No, you don't! Eat this!
Wonderful.
Let's go. Let's go.
So cool! Why you?
Nope, not enough.
Get your dirty hands off me! Not that.
The wicked must be punished. It's not over yet. I feel better.
Nice.
I think it's time for bed.
Let's go!
Okay. Okay.
I'll take that. Give me that. What do you think you're doing? Eat this. Stop. So cool. I'll take that. Why you?
Yes.
One, two, give me that.
Please lend me a hand.
Turn around. Like, why is he only going that way?
What do you think you're doing? No, you don't.
Oh, level up.
No, you don't.
Congrats.
Let's go.
Give me that.
Yeah.
Busted. Why you?
Almost lost the clothes there.
Give me that.
Let's go.
Here we go. This might be good. As long as we don't mess it up.
Come again real soon. Let's go.
Doing?
It's over.
No. Stop.
Let's go.
Give me that.
Yeah?
Give me that.
What do you think you're doing?
It's over.
Why you?
Oh.
Huh?
Yeah? Yeah?
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Guess we have to drop her off and then come back.
Until next time.
So the problem's at Daishihan and not specifically with the president lady, huh? Gotta admit, that would help explain why those goons went after Rin. But we've already got our hands full with the synthesters. We don't need to deal with corporate shenanigans on top of that. Oh, hey, almost forgot I'm totally out of surfacer for my model kits. I'm gonna go buy a bunch. Help me carry it, would you? Oh, don't give me that look. I'll buy you lunch or something. Huh? What are you... Ooh, hold up. Yeah, I don't like the looks of these guys at all.
You're working with Rin.
Who? Us?
You will hand her over to us now. Give us her whereabouts.
How the hell are we supposed to do either of those things?
Don't play innocent. Elite guard, so you are involved then.
Hey, I didn't sign up for that. You can't just rope me into these things.
This will not be pleasant for you, you understand. Consider it a lesson in obedience and respect.
Damn it. Guess we just gotta fight our way out of this one.
Right.
Let's go. Fly you. Let's go. Give me that.
Whoops, wrong one.
Let's go.
Tread on it.
I'll take that.
Tread on it.
Let's go.
Oh, $1,000.
Yeah. Whew, nice try, losers. Oh, I guess you were the one doing the actual fighting. Me, I was just doing my best not to get hit. I'm guessing those are the same suits who attacked you before, huh? They've gotta have some connection to Daishihan. And they thought we were in with Rin, too. They probably recognized you from that fight where you saved her bacon. I'm thinking maybe Little Miss CEO is telling the truth after all. There really is something going on under her nose. You did not. Anyway, I gotta tell you, I don't like this one bit. Feels like Akiba's going crazy all around us. But, what can you do, you know? We've just gotta keep it together and, I don't know, keep on keeping on, I guess. Let's head back to Mogra. I'll buy the surfacer next time I'm out.
Wonderful.
got attacked by thugs in suits? The ones who were after Rin?
I don't know what their problem was. I told them we weren't even Rin's friends, but they didn't care.
I think that's your phone. Did you receive a mail?
Whoa, hold up. Where are you off to all of a sudden?
Yes!
Oh, another new flyer.
Great!
Looks like you came alone. Awfully trusting of you. And so nonchalantly, too. Guess I got the right email address. I found it in the data I recovered from Daishihan Pharmaceuticals. Now, why do you suppose that might be? What? Oh, you are? Well, thanks for your support. Daishihan does manage the fan club, so I guess... Wait, no! That's completely beside the point. Can you think of any other reason why Daishihan would have your contact info? Maybe a job you applied for by email, which promised rare goods as payment? Oh, I'm quite serious. The email addresses I pulled from Daishihan's records came from the applicants for that very job. I'm sure even you can figure out what that means, can't you? Daishihan Pharmaceuticals and the organization are connected. Now, I couldn't tell you why Daishihan would be getting themselves involved in all this, but there's no doubt that they are. There's an indisputable connection between them and the Synthesters. We're not talking about me right now. Please try to quiet down and pay attention. But I suppose I can at least tell you what I've been hoping to get out of this whole mess. I'm going to purge the Synthesters completely. Cut them off at the source, more or less. Of course, I haven't quite worked out exactly how to do that yet. All I know is Synthesters should not exist. They do not belong in this world. I suppose in that sense our goals are the same. So maybe, depending on circumstances, it might not be so bad to work with you Akiba freedom fighters. But I have two conditions. First, you don't get to ask about my history at all. And second, you can't get Shizuku Tokikaze involved any further than she is. The two of us had a certain connection once. Now, I can't even stand the sight of her. I have information you're going to want, and you know how well I can handle myself in a fight. You can have both, my knowledge and my skills, just by letting Shizuku go. Think it over, decide what you want, and figure out which one of us can better help you. Oh, and this little tidbit is free. Zenya Amo, he's searching for you, by which I do mean the Akiba freedom fighters, but also you, personally. Sooner or later, he will find you. You've gotten the better of him one time. Do not let that go to your head. Take some time to think things through, but don't keep me waiting too long. Until we meet again, my little sheepling.
All right.
I already have this flyer.
So Ren's actually offered to join us, huh? Certainly didn't expect that.
She's a multi-talented person fighting to defend Akiba.
But asking us to kick Shizuku out of the group?
We're still missing too much information. We should ask Miss Kasugai directly about the Daishion connection, I think.
I sent a note to her mail address, but she hasn't written me back yet.
Yeah, she seems all flighty and free-spirited, but she's still a company president. I bet she's got a lot on her plate. Unlike the owner of a certain game bar I know.
Hey now, be nice to your elders.
If the Akiba freedom fighters want to join forces with Ren, I'll understand. I can chase after the synthesters myself.
Now hold on just a minute. We've done great together all this time. We can't split up now.
Thank you.
Let's put this whole Rin business on hold for now. It's about time to get out and patrol.
Man, I don't know if I can keep my head clear with all this Daishihan organization nonsense. But I guess we've still got a town to save, right?
We do. I think we should start in the Yodobashi Camera Plaza this time.
Go in here real quick.
Brother. Got it.
I think it started with a D. I think it was one of these. It wasn't that.
Good luck.
See if that helps. And if not, we'll go
Brother.
with that.
Got it.
Go back to where it was. There it is. So we'll just do as many as we can. Alright, that's enough.
Hold on a sec. Okay.
Good luck.
Alright, so we pretty much maxed her weapon out at least. Oops.
Brother. Got it.
Good luck.
Screw it. I gotta take it off and do all that. It's taking too long. We gave her a better weapon. Cleared some inventory so we can get better ones. Alright, so where do we gotta go? Just go here for right now.
All right.
Yeah? All right.
This town is filled with stories and music, all tied together by the smiles of those who hear them. I find that way of life to be positively inspiring. But the synthesters seek to disrupt it. They're the missed note in the symphony, the flubbed line in the play, and I won't rest until they've been stopped. Look, at that corner. Those are synthesters, without a doubt. Let's go. We fight.
Give me that strong back.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
If you please.
Level up.
Is that all? Be careful. I'm still sensing a presence.
Found you! I knew if I left enough bait for you, you'd eventually come crawling out from your hole.
Zenya Amo.
You left me in debt to you when last we met. And I've come here to settle accounts. Debt goes against my principles, you see. I hate to owe money and despise owing favors. But the worst debts of them all are debts of pride. And I can't allow this one to go unpaid. Yeah. I will repay my debt to you in full, this instant. I am no longer the Xenia you've come to know. I have unlocked my inner power to become Hyper Xenia! And Hyper Xenia will not allow the likes of you to stand in his way.
Careful. Everything about him is different than it was before.
Pathetic ants! Writhe in the dirt beneath my magnifying glass and let me watch you burn!
We fight.
Come. It's you. You think you hurt me? I barely even felt a scratch!
You're lying. Even the original Synthester can't possibly brush off such massive damage.
You worthless scum! Do you still think you can stand up to me? I'll tear you limb from limb!
No, he can still move.
Die!
That's enough!
Rin?
You think I'd leave something like this for my big sister to handle?
Out of my way! What do you think you're doing?
Rin. Why? Why would you cover for us like that?
Bryn, how could you? How could you stand in the way of our ambitions? No, my power is reversing, head burning up.
What's wrong? You look a bit winded.
Damn you! I can't fight like this! I demand a rematch! If garbage like you thinks it can defeat me, then come to the battle arena and prove it! Consider this my official invitation. And should you turn me down, I'll make sure the innocents of this town take your place in hell. Do you hear me, garbage? This is my royal command!
He got away?
Sis, I told you not to get yourself involved any more than you already were.
Rin, hang in there. No time for questions now. We need to get her someplace safe. Come on, let's take her back to Mogra.
She's got some scrapes and bruises, but I don't see any signs of serious injury anywhere.
So, Shizuku, You gonna tell us how you know her or what?
Rin is my younger sister.
Right, of course. She's your sister. Huh? Wait, hold the phone. She's your sister?
That was an oddly delayed reaction.
So does that make her a Night Eater too?
You know, I actually called this one. Just wish I'd have said it out loud. It's like the kind of twist you see on TV. You've got the two sisters at odds, both dealing with some major crisis, and then some bad guy comes in, and they both have to fight him.
Really?
Pops, you so didn't call this. Don't even pretend, and wipe that whole smirk off your face.
Two little sister characters in the same group. This could pose a danger to our identities, and create a rift in the fabric of reality.
No, I'm fairly certain that it couldn't.
6 months ago, Rin ran away from home, but she left a note behind. It was roughly 50 pages long and outlined all her resentment and hatred toward me. It said I no longer had the right to call her sister, and proclaimed that she never wanted to see my face again, among other things.
50 pages isn't a note, that's a freaking light novel.
Was it her falling out with you that led her to run away from home?
Well...
I think Rin is waking up.
Rin, are you all right? Thank goodness you're awake. I was afraid you might not ever open your eyes again.
Why? I tried so hard to keep you from getting involved.
I'm sorry, Rin. I only wanted to know how you truly felt.
Sis, I'm really sorry. I wanted so much to keep you from getting caught up in my fight. So I wrote all those horrible things.
I thought that might have been it. You left me that note so I'd stay away. That must have been very painful for you. I'm so sorry you had to go through that.
No, I'm the one who should apologize. That was an awful thing for me to do. I just couldn't live with the thought of placing you in harm's way. So I thought... Sis, I'm so sorry. Please, can you ever forgive me?
Of course. It'll take more than 50 pages of hatred to bring me down.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'd hold that against her if it were me.
Yeah, me too.
We'll talk more later. For now, you need to get some rest.
You're welcome to stay here as long as you'd like.
You say that like you own the place. I mean, not like I'm gonna turn her away or nothing.
Thank you very much.
All right then. I'll take advantage of your hospitality for a while. Thank you.
So pop idols can be night eaters too, huh? Truth really is stranger than fiction.
I'd say they're equally strange and equally ordinary. Rin, you're up and about. Yep. A little R&R is all I needed to get my strength back. I feel totally fine now. Everyone here at Mogra has been really kind to me. So, thanks once again. From the bottom of my heart. No, we don't need to be thanked. It's the least we can do after you've given us so many good times with your lovely music. Oh, well, thanks for that too. I'm kind of a terrible singer, honestly, but if you enjoy it, that's good enough for me.
Man, it's like this Rin and the pop idol Rin are two totally different people.
Indeed. This Rin is far more courteous.
That's because as a pop idol, Rin's what you might call a tsundere. Hard on the outside, but soft where it counts.
Hard on the outside is right. Seems like all her songs are about the frozen moon staining her heart with madness and other screwy stuff like that.
That's entirely a stage persona. It's all a carefully rehearsed act.
It would have to be. The Rin I know is as gentle and kind as can be.
Oh, come on, sis. You're embarrassing me. All this talk of me being gentle and kind and cute and wise.
I think you added a couple.
That's why it shocked me so much when you left me that note.
That was an act too. I just didn't want you getting mixed up in my problems. But forget about me for a second. Why on earth, of all people, would you make a boy like this your familiar?
Huh?
You can only enter into the blood contract once in your entire lifetime. You two are bound by fate now, forever. I mean, you're this elegant young lady, sis. Don't you think you should have chosen someone a little more presentable? I'm just saying, it pays to be discriminating.
Rin, this young man has come to my aid countless times already. So please try not to say such hurtful things about him.
Sis, I can't fault you for being kind-hearted. If you want to take pity on some wretched lowlife, that just shows how compassionate you are.
Hey, not to break up this touching display of emotion, but you've got somebody glaring holes through you right now. If she doesn't say something, she might explode.
Well, who might you be?
Some wretched lowlife's little sister.
Little sister?
I've been listening to your slanderous ramblings. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is allowed to speak ill of Brody but me.
Well, look at you, cutest thing ever. Ugh. You're nothing at all like your brother. Could it be that he's only your half-brother or some such?
No. We're definitely blood siblings.
Oh, well, thank goodness you've got all the good genes. Your adorability is some kind of miracle. I'm gonna pat your head now. Pat, pat.
Somebody help. I'm gonna go to sleep now.
What a charming little lady. Now listen up, minion. Sis may have had some nice things to say about you, but don't let it go to your head. Make sure you know your place and act with all appropriate discretion. If you start to get overly familiar with her, you'll be sorry. Are we clear?
So much for gentle and kind.
Rin, I wonder if you might tell me now why you disappeared, why you ran away.
Greetings and salutations to you all. What's this I hear about the freedom fighters gaining a new member?
Shion Kasugai.
At ease, Rin. Or shall I call you Ms. Tokikaze? I have no desire to fight you.
Then why did you come here?
Rin, calm down. Let's hear what she has to say.
Thank you, Shizuku. I know you first came to my company because you were looking for something. And I also know there must be a reason you harbor such misgivings about the company now, yes?
There is a reason. It's because of the synthesters who've been terrorizing Akiba. Every time they show up, I search the area, and I always find Daishihan's tracks somewhere nearby. Tracks so deep and obvious you shouldn't even try to deny them. Daishihan's involved, and that's crystal clear.
And that's why you entered our poster girl contest, I suppose.
So, President Shion Kasugai, are you going to stand there and tell me you have no idea what's going on inside your own company? Wherever there are synthesters, Daishihan is always close behind them.
I'm afraid you're only half right, Rin, and the other half is absolutely wrong.
Excuse me?
The reason I've been playing hooky so much lately is because my company suffered a bit of a coup d'etat, you might say.
A coup d'etat? That don't sound good.
A particular faction in the office has been fighting to dethrone me. If they take my place, they'll impose their own management paradigm, very different from mine. Officially, they're pursuing research and development for a new medical breakthrough. Well, breakthrough might be putting it too mildly. Supposedly, this new technology can stimulate the human body at the cellular level, accelerating everything from healing time to muscle growth.
You don't mean...
My, you catch on quick. Now, if I were to venture a guess, I'd say their efforts have been focused on synthesters' medical treatments. Synthesters may be weak to sunlight and prone to violence, but in other ways, they're far superior to the rest of us.
Except they operate outside all sense of reason or purpose. To use beings like that for any sort of personal gain is...
Let's get back to the point. You're admitting Daishihan Pharmaceuticals is connected to the organization.
I'm saying it may very well be. Unfortunately, we have no proof. What I can say is that my company has vermin in the walls, and they're constantly scurrying behind my back.
Meaning, if Daishihan is in cahoots with the organization, you're not involved, right?
That's what I have been trying to tell you, yes. It's a bit of a shame, really. When the synthesters first came about, I thought I was the first in the company to know anything about them. I never suspected that anyone around me could have been involved, let alone behind it all, if that's what they are. I was so busy looking, I missed the answers right under my nose.
Always darkest right by the lamppost, huh?
Well, coup d'etat or no, I'm still officially the company president. I'll do what I can to clean house and expose whatever threads bind us to this organization. But Rin, I truly would appreciate your help. I want you to continue investigating Daishihan from the inside, just as you have been.
I'd have done that with or without you. And don't think I've taken my eye off you yet, Shion Kasugai. For all we know, you're just here to trick us into letting our guard down.
Believe what you will. It is my company, after all. Ultimately, the responsibility does rest with me. Oh, well, thank you. I'll do all I can to reward your faith with the best information I can find. At any rate, I believe I've told you all I know. If I discover anything useful, I'll be sure to contact you again post-haste. Though I may not be CEO for much longer.
Shion Kasugai. How far can we trust you?
Okay, so Miss Kasugai's looking into the Daishihan stuff, right? So let's get back to the problem we got. Zenya Amo's still waiting for you guys at the battle arena.
He warned us that if we didn't face him there, he'd attack the innocent people of Akiba indiscriminately.
The synthesters are already attacking people indiscriminately, though. What kind of a threat is that?
I think what he means is there'll be more attacks if you guys don't hurry over to the damned arena.
Amo raised his own power during our last battle. He's not going to make this easy.
Wow, that sounds so cool.
Hey, listen. You got this guy cornered, and dogs bite when you corner him. Times like this, ain't no such thing as being too careful.
Amo could call us out at any moment. We should go.
I want to go too, sis.
No, you're staying here.
But why?
Come on, to the battle arena.
Wonderful.
All right.
Alright, so we got a new flag.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Did it.
All right.
Wonderful.
Where's the red name?
All right. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn it. No good. Huh? Huh?
There we go.
No!
Give me that.
Let go of me! Don't touch me!
Give me
Don't touch me! I think you are. Not good. Jeez.
It's over.
Oh, we got 8,000 for that. I'm gonna do that real quick.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
All right.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Killjoy.
Let's go. You are not good. Shit.
What do you think you're doing? Give me that. What are you doing?
Money? 10,000? Excuse me.
Really?
Great!
Roger. Thanks.
Yeah. 10,000. Side streets.
All
Great!
right.
Whoa! Great!
I did it.
All right.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
All right.
Okay.
Did it. Let's go. Okay.
What do you think you're doing?
This will do.
What do you think you're doing?
Eat this! Eat this! This will do.
I'll take that. Let's go. Give me that. Touch me. I'll take that. Over here. Give me that. Touch me. Stop.
Give me that!
I'll take that. Oh, Davey. Over here.
Give me that!
Touch me.
No, you don't! No, you don't! Eat this!
Oh. Mission success. You got 10,000.
Hey.
There's no 1,000.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Just do it.
So, you didn't back down after all. You deserve a slow clap for that. What brought you here, then? Resignation to your fate, or delusional confidence?
You synthesters are a blight on this town. No one has the right to steal these people's livelihoods.
What livelihood? These people only squander their precious mortal time. You see, contrary to popular belief, all men are not created equal. Rather, every man has his worth. And Otaku are no exception. All they do is consume that which they're given. They make no contribution to society. They pursue no real goal. They're jacks of no trade and masters of nothing. It's the natural order of things to drain such cowards dry. Fitting, is it not, that their energy should provide the nourishment we seek. In the Great Master's plan, each rung in the ladder of society will receive exactly what it deserves. We can shake ourselves free of all the irresolute, spiritless nobodies in this accursed existence. Allow me to spell it out for you in words you can understand, then. You pathetic otaku aren't needed. I can see you're not about to listen to reason. Which leaves me no choice but to separate your souls from your broken bodies.
Alright, here we go. I thought I almost glitched there.
We got him?
No! It can't be!
It is. You lost. It's over.
I'm not like the other otaku. I put everything, my life itself, on the line. I was going to make this a haven of chosen otaku. Only the finest specimens. Damn it! Was I wrong? Was I not defending this town's righteousness? If not, then everything I've done is... No! No!
You're no longer a synthester. And until your wounds heal naturally, you'd do well to stay away from this town you love so much. But once you've reverted into an ordinary otaku, I look forward to meeting you again on the streets of Akihabara. I don't know how we did it, but we won. And I'm very glad you're all right. Show yourself. You cannot hide from me.
So, you've proven yourself superior to Xenia. Such a contradiction is man. He will fight against an injustice for generations, but as soon as he gains the faintest gleam of power, his conviction begins to falter. Such was the fate of Xenia. He flew too close to the sun, lured by his own predominance, until his wings simply burned away. We've all seen his kind before. A man who shows remarkable talent until his first taste of loss. Then, after a single setback, he loses all faith in himself. His invincible self-image cracks and crumbles. If only he would have evaluated his failings, learned from them and grown. Instead, he invested the whole of his being into a drug he knew so little about. Such a pity. I had plans for him. I had hoped he'd be of use for longer. But I can only fault myself for that miscalculation.
So you're the one behind all this. I've been looking for you for quite a while.
Shizuku, after Ren left, I never imagined you too would abandon the Night Eater village.
We agreed to let no harm befall the humans. When one of us breaks that pact, the rest of us have a duty to set things right. Soga, do you honestly comprehend what it is you're doing?
Of course, and I have taken every precaution, I assure you. Fate has already chosen whose lives will continue and whose will not.
What gives you the right?
Arguing is pointless. The truth of the matter came to me long ago. And so, I can offer you two choices. Either leave this town, or sit by and watch as the inevitable comes to pass. You are free to choose whichever best suits you. But know that if you insist on becoming obstacles again, I will not hesitate to crush you.
His name is Soga Kagutsuki. He's from the same Night Eater clan as myself and Rin. And he looks to be the mastermind behind this whole operation. I had a feeling he might be. I just hoped I was wrong.
Alright, let's see. Probably have to go back to Mogra. B rank. Do a round of the arena here.
Killjoy.
Gotcha! Give me that! Stop it! Stop it! Give me that! Stop it! So go on. Sorry.
This'll do.
Let go of me! Not good.
It's over. We fight.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Get your dirty hands off me! Hold me!
Eat this! So go on. Eat this!
Ooh, level up.
You've gotten stronger.
Uh-oh.
Now's my chance! Get your dirty hands off me!
No, you don't!
Give me that! Give me that! Eat this! Give me that!
No, you don't!
You're an awful person!
Oh, we got the bandana back. Sent that.
Eat this!
That's no good.
Get your dirty hands off me! Hold me! Give me that!
Damn it. Look, sure.
No, you don't! What do I do? Okay.
Uh-oh, and I lost the partner. Done.
I come from a village of night eaters. We're a long-lived people. much longer lived than ordinary humans by far. However, our reproductive abilities are spotty. We're rarely blessed with children, and our numbers are dwindling. Neighboring villages have forgotten we even exist. Most of us have simply accepted that as our fate and gone on with our lives. But not Soga. He tried to rally the people of the village into actively pursuing some means of keeping the Night Eater legacy alive. Unfortunately for him, no one was interested. I think they'd all given up by that point. The last Night Eater to be born was Rin, and that was over 150 years ago.
Well, the jury's still out on the exact time frame there.
Then, about 2 years ago, Soga disappeared. Rather suddenly at that. It's as if he decided his ruined kin were no longer worth his time, so he turned his back on us and left.
Hold up. Are you seriously telling me Rin is over 150 years old? What does that make you then?
My official age is 15, thank you very much.
I was born about 20 years before Rin, I believe. Though, when you live as long as we do, you stop keeping track after a while.
Yeah, my mind's kinda blown right now. I thought you were both young girl characters, but I guess you're actually older woman characters.
Don't define people by their appearances.
Back on topic. Do you know what this Soga person's doing in Akiba? Or why he's gotten involved with the Synthesters?
We've been Synthester hunters since the very beginning.
But we've had no Synthesters to hunt for at least the past 100 years.
Because of that, most of us essentially stopped thinking about them and forgot what they were capable of.
So, when the cursed things came crawling out here, I started wondering, could our missing brother have something to do with it? That's when I wrote that nasty letter to keep Shizuku away, then skipped town to find out.
Causing me minor trauma in the process. Regrettably, it seems Rin's intuition was right on the mark. Soga is the one pulling the strings here, without question.
So if we do something about him, that'll take care of the Synthesters too?
That seems likely, yes.
Big Brother's not the only one who's gotten himself caught up in this mess, though. Daishihan Pharmaceuticals definitely has their nose in this, too. Not sure how deep they go, but still.
There are other questions as well, such as, why is this only occurring in Akiba? And why have no other locations been targeted?
That is a very good question.
Maybe it is happening in other places. It could be.
Well, if it is, nobody's talking about it on Pitter. I've only been seeing clips about monsters in Akiba.
Well, how about that? A real secret society trying to pull some evil plan on Japan.
Not Japan, just Akiba. The question remains, why has Soga come here? And why is this town the only place he's targeted? If we can answer these questions, we might be able to get to the heart of the matter.
Well, either way, we've still got a long road ahead of us. Maybe now we know who the bad guy is, but that don't exactly solve the problem. Know what I mean? Remember, the streets of Akiba are still crawling with those damn Synthesters.
Yeah, I agree. We can't rush things. We're freedom fighters. We've got a job to do, and we've got to do it right. Right?
So, guess we better get back to patrolling, since there ain't too many other options.
Good luck to everybody! Safe returns! Okay, sis, you're with me.
I, don't think that's a good idea. I mean, you're a celebrity. If you're walking around out there, you'll attract a crowd in no time.
That could be a problem.
I think it would be best if you were to accompany me.
We call Main Street, which means you two get Showa Street.
Understood. Synthesters. Are you ready?
Huh? Whoa! These are the guys with the rewards on their heads.
Which means if we take them both down, we get double the reward. Can't mess this up then. Better take that medicine so we can kick their asses in one go.
Medicine?
Yahoo! This stuff right here gives you more energy than you know what to do with. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We sure ain't gonna lose now.
This is the same as before. Don't let your guard down. These synthesters are out of control. They've abandoned what little reason they had. We fight.
Here we go.
Screw with me.
Damn, I lost my bandana.
Come on.
Well, we pulled through, but those weren't like the others. They were far more violent. Just like Amo, the last time we faced him. Most likely the result of that drug they took before battle. But what was it? You don't look well. Your face is pale. Were you injured in the fight? You've been pushing yourself so hard these last few days. It must be wearing you down. That sound. Is that your phone? Yuto seems to have found something. We should head back to Mogra.
All right.
Oh, excuse me.
sorry to have called you back so suddenly, but I thought you should know about this as soon as possible. Take a look at this map.
This is a map of Akiba. But what are the points you placed on it?
Those are the locations of all known Synthester incidents thus far.
Wow, nice work. This is why you're the dependable one. Your brother never could have put that together.
Oh, come on. I totally could have. Just because I don't always work hard doesn't mean I can't.
So, what did you find out?
The incidents are all contained within a near-perfect circle around Akihabara Station. Every single attack has taken place within a 400-meter radius of that one spot.
Whoa, so what you're saying is... What are you saying exactly?
Well, I'm still not entirely certain about anything, of course. But a distinct pattern like this may be the smoking gun that tells us why Akiba was targeted.
You've got a point. If all that mattered was having lots of people around, they could have picked Shinjuku, or Ikebukuro, or hell, downtown Tokyo.
Exactly. And if we can determine the reason Akiba was chosen, we might have an easier time figuring out how to put a stop to all this.
Right. So what is it about Akiba that you can't find anywhere else? Maids? Or fan comics, maybe?
There's a lot around here you can't find anywhere else. That's all we have to go on. We're not much better off than before. I received a mail from Ms. Kasugai.
Oh? What about?
Let's see. It says, help, in alley near suit shop on Main Street.
What?
If Miss Kasugai is in trouble, we have to go save her.
Hold it! How do we know this isn't a trap?
Yeah, if she's in a bind, it's only right to do what we can for her.
We should count on being attacked when we get there. But either way, we should go. Come on.
Hey, over here! Hurry! Ah, you must have gotten my email. Glad you could make it.
What's the problem?
The problem? Well...
I found her. She's over here.
As you can see, I'm being rather fervently pursued. And I was hoping beyond hope that you'd come to my rescue.
Dude, it's fucking glitched out, like.
What do you think you're doing? I'm still cool.
God damn it! Oh, Lola. I want to turn around.
Whew, glad that's over with. Much obliged. I was on my way to Mogra when I found myself completely surrounded. I had nowhere else to turn.
Can you explain what's going on?
Once we're somewhere else, yes, of course I can. Shall we say, back at Mogra? Come now, let's be off.
Let's go to 5 days. Shit, where is that on Junk Street?
All right. All right.
I think 5 days is Electric Town.
Yes!
Or maybe this one.
Ah!
I did it!
Not down that one.
Wonderful.
All right.
This is him.
Huh? Hey there. That it? Thanks a lot. That it? Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Switch over to that for a little bit.
Huh?
So wait, you're saying there was a freaking revolt at your office and you got muscled out?
Not quite muscled out, per se. I stepped down of my own free will. Seems I stumbled upon some creative bookkeeping from one particular group within the company, and they didn't much care for the attention.
A revolt, huh? You got any idea who might have called the shots?
Sakaguchi, maybe? Our managing director. You've met him. Or don't you remember? He is rather easy to forget. Not much of a presence, that one.
Oh yeah, that guy who came to pick you up. He seemed kind of tweaked out.
Koma Sakaguchi. I've been keeping an eye on him myself. His name's right under yours on my list, Shion Kasugai. And if there's embezzlement going on, you can bet it's being funneled right into the organization. To think that little twerp would be in this deep, though.
The group that was chasing me earlier were all Sakaguchi's people. I ask you, is it really such a threat for little old me to be wandering the streets of Akihabara? Sadly, I wasn't able to find out anything about the Synthester's drugs. Perhaps they're one of Sakaguchi's pet projects he doesn't like to talk about.
So what will you do now, Miss Kasugai?
Well, fortunately, I've been receiving offers from numerous colleges and research labs. So I have options to mull over for my future at the very least. Of course, that's after we sort out this whole Synthester mess. And until we do sort it out, I'd very much like to be a part of your group. I'm deeply curious to see how far the Synthester's influence has spread. And while we're finding that out, I may be able to help you in some small way.
So you want to join the Freedom Fighters?
Don't tell me I don't meet your requirements. I have a certificate of residence from Chiyoda City if it helps with the paperwork.
Nah, scraps of paper don't mean a thing here. All you need to join us is a love for Akiba deep in your heart.
Well, in that case, I'm perfectly qualified. Even if I don't quite look the part.
She is here pretty much all the time lately. I don't see any problem letting her join. Do you?
Hey, why the hell not? Welcome aboard. Now that you're one of us, what do you say we drop the formalities and just call you Shion?
That would be lovely. Thank you.
All right, we're one stronger now, so let's get back out there and do some damage.
Man, first Rin, now Shion. The Freedom Fighters keep growing and growing.
Oh, hey, are we gonna throw a welcome party for the new people?
I'll have to decline on that.
Yes, with things as they are, I don't think it would be appropriate. I believe I'll put in for an extended stay at a nearby hotel for the time being.
Ooh, that sounds so nice. I'd love to live in a hotel for a while sometime.
Didn't you once tell me you can only sleep on Japanese futons, though? The hotels around here are all Western style with beds.
Oh, yeah. Probably wouldn't be able to get any rest at all in that case.
Speaking of rest, you were a bit unsteady when last we fought those enhanced synthesters. Has your condition improved since then? If that's true, I'm glad to hear it. Remember, though, I'm asking not for my sake, but for yours. Also, I'm sorry to ask this at such a time, but well, I have some shopping to do, and I'd like you to accompany me. Well, see, I'm looking to buy a figurine, and Kaito said you were the expert on that. It's Lily Omi from Striprism. And I want it badly. There's a perfect spot for it in my room. I'm fine with just the one figurine, thanks. So, I suppose we should start by heading into Electric Town? The one I'm looking for is pre-transformation, wearing her elementary school backpack. It's that old? Do you think the stores might be sold out of it? How many do you think we'll need to check? Nothing. Not here either. No luck. There it is. 1/8 scale Lily Omi, schoolgirl model. It's even prettier than the pictures made it out to be. Okay, I'm going to buy it.
Hold it right there! That out-of-print figurine is mine! Hand it over! You want one of your own, you can go find it someplace else!
But we got to it first.
What, you gonna fight for it?
I could never hand Lily Omi over to violent brutes like you. With the melody of purest water, I, Sapphism, shall punish you.
We fight.
Fighting over a damn action figure doll. I won't even turn around. Get fucking hard.
Let's go. Give me that
If you please.
Oops. I'm not using fucking the new one.
Purity wins the day. I, Sapphism, shall forever safeguard Akiba's prosperity. Thank you for helping me search for my figurine. It was quite enjoyable. Like hunting for buried treasure. I'm sure it's days like this that the people passing through these streets hold dearest in their hearts. I hope you'll help me look for treasure again in the future. But right now, I think we should return to Mogra. Oh, it looks like Shion's been trying to get a hold of me. She wants me to meet up with her. Please, go on ahead. I'll be back in a little while.
I did it!
I hear you fought with synthisters again. I hope you're okay.
He looks okay to me. I'm guessing he and Shizuku cleaned house out there.
What's wrong? You're making a very troubled face, Rin. It's that woman, Shion Kasugai.
What? Are you still hung up on her?
She hasn't given me a reason to trust her yet, so yes.
But we know now she has no connection to the organization.
Sure, assuming we believe every word she says. How do we know she didn't set the whole thing up to come at us from the inside? What do you think? Do you have any survival instincts at all? Honestly.
Now that you mention it, wasn't Miss Kasugai just here? I wonder where she disappeared to.
Oh, Shion left a little while ago. Said she was gonna go meet up with Shizuku somewhere.
What? What's she gonna do, kidnap her? Then what? What's her plan? We can't just sit around here while Sis could be in trouble. Come on, Minion, we're going after her. No. 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 No.
All right, please get in.
So if I do this for you, you swear you'll...
You have my promise already. Just please keep it our little secret.
Understood.
Thank you so much.
Hold it right there. Finally caught you red-handed, Shion Kasugai. What are you plotting? Where are you taking my sister?
Excuse me?
Rin, this isn't...
Sis, get away, now!
No, Rin, this is not what you...
What's going on?
Save your breath. Minion, get her!
Are you sure about this? Because I have no idea what's going on.
Let's do this.
Let's go.
Over here. didn't have to tear my clothes off, you know.
Come on, Shion Kasugai. Time for your confession. You've been lying from the start, haven't you? You fooled everybody else, but not me.
Rin, I've been trying to tell you it's not what you think.
Good, good. You explain it, Shizuku. Rin, listen to your sister. And would somebody please give me back my clothes?
Certainly. So, Rin, Miss Kasugai was not threatening me. She had no wish to harm any one of us. She simply wanted to give me a medical examination.
Medical examination?
That's right. And not even an invasive one. No physical risks whatsoever.
I was going to read her height, weight, blood pressure, eyesight, and so forth. Nothing more. It would teach us more about the differences between night eaters and regular humans.
So, that's it? That's all? But when Sis was about to get into that car, she looked kind of fidgety. And you were asking her to keep quiet about something.
Well, she was going to... See, there's a rare... It's something from SP.
Huh? You're not making any sense, Sis.
Striprism. The Best Hits Collection CD. She found a copy of it and was going to give it to me in exchange for the medical exam.
Sis, the last time someone here agreed to that, they strapped him down and turned him into a synthester. Besides, why all this secrecy, Kasugai? Why'd you have to bribe her behind our backs?
I'm sorry if you saw it that way. I certainly didn't mean to shake your trust in me. And the CD was meant as a thank you, not a bribe.
But we still don't know the whole story.
Rin, apologize to Miss Kasugai right this minute.
I'm sorry, Miss Kasugai.
It's quite all right. Think nothing of it. You were simply concerned for your sister, and that's nothing to apologize for. I'll reschedule the exam for another day.
All right.
And I'd like to accompany you back to Mogra. I have a certain proposal to tender regarding our battle plan from here on out. You'll be going back as well, I trust? Come on then, there's no time to lose.
Alright, that's where we're going to end this episode, because my sound is messed up. Coming out robot voice wants me to restart my fucking computer so I can try to update again. So here's our status. I'm gonna upgrade a pair of pants again. But that's gonna do it.